I thought we could share advice for our prior selves. What do we wish we knew or did when we were operators, when we had those big jobs, when we were working like crazy, traveling like crazy, and had little time dedicated to health? Or, God forbid, our future selves who find themselves in a similar situation. What is our advice to them?
Yeah, it's easy to think of ideas, but it's hard to necessarily completely empathize for how hard it is to put these into motion.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Time and space is key. So I'll probably be a bit contradictory here, but so the first thing is that you really do need to find the fun in exercise, and for it not to be a chore. That is key. But then that can get you into some trouble, because if you don't have fun, then you won't do it. But the other thing is to, like, in that fun lens, is to keep in mind this concept of bone health, right? So finding ways to increase your bone density in your everyday activities and to make it a little fun, right? Like that, so that is what I would, if I wish I had known that it wasn't just about making time to go for a run, that it was making time, or making sure that I was carrying heavy things, or I was doing squats, or jumping up and down sometimes, or just like incorporating different odd body movements and so on, and being active in that way. Interestingly, like the dance that you have always done is a great one, right? Like, it's joyful, you're moving your body in all sorts of different ways. But like now, as you said, Meg, you're kind of like incorporating your knowledge about like the bone density part. So it wasn't, maybe it was used to be fun, and you're like, oh, I'm active, but now you're like more purposeful and intentional about your movement, to not just have fun, but to also, kind of give your body the medicine that it needs. There is a nice hack that I like, which is a 7-minute workout that like the New York Times put out many, many years ago. And you do like 8 or 10 exercises for 30 seconds each. And so it's something that you can do in a hotel room. It really does take 7 minutes. So it's totally possible to just do. It's not super fun. It's kind of fun if you do it with other people, but it's kind of boring on your own, but it is short. And so I kind of wish in retrospect that I was better about doing that versus trying to get a run in, right? Like the more you do like these squats and lunges and stuff, the better. And then of course, like our must-haves, the creatine, the perfect amino, and the D3. Like, I wish I had those 2, 3, 7 years ago. Absolutely.
yeah, I guess I would add a couple things, because I think it falls into the know yourself and then hack your own habits the best way possible to achieve your goals. And so what I mean by that is thinking about habit stacking. So if, where you already are good about something, if there's a way you can add either a little bit more to it, or something that elevates the value you get out of it. So there are things like, to your point, Amy, maybe add squats when you take a break or go to the bathroom or whatever, like just like something that you can habit stack that doesn't take a lot of time, but that helps you remind yourself what you are doing, so that it's not such a heavy lift when you have more time to do something harder. Like, I think we tend to get so stressed that we can't do the big thing, or we can't get to the exercise class, or we can't get to the gym or whatever, that then we're like, well, it's all a loss. I'm traveling. It's all a loss.
Well, I love the idea of habit stacking on going to the bathroom, because I do that like every 30 minutes. So
Exactly. And then the only other thing I would say is anybody that is a woman in perimenopause, and I would argue you're probably there sooner than you think in your early 40s, start asking yourself and your doctor about when is the right time to think about hormone replacement or any other kinds of changes that you can do, because the fluctuations of your hormones really make everything else harder. They make it hard, emotionally harder, physically harder. There's a lot of things long term they make harder, but in your day to day they make things harder. So if you're not sleeping well, it's going to be harder to eat right and exercise. If you're suffering from brain fog, it's going to be hard to get yourself out of that and not be frustrated. And so thinking about it as a holistic well-being thing really matters. And there's a lot more research and conversation about these topics. So if you're not sure, start at least paying attention to what some of those symptoms might be for you so that you recognize them earlier. I really wish I had realized that some of the things I was experiencing in my late 30s, early 40s were sort of early indicators of problems that I probably could have solved much better had I started hormone replacement sooner.